Life is a masterpiece painted one day at a time. Each morning, as the first light breaks through the horizon, it carries with it an extraordinary invitation, the chance to begin again. It's as though God, in His infinite love, breathes into our hearts the gentle assurance, "My child, this is a new day, unspoiled, untainted. Make it yours." And yet, how often do we tarnish this gift by dragging yesterday's shadows into today? The weight of disappointments, unkind words, or unmet expectations clings to us, pulling our spirits down. It's a familiar cycle, isn't it? But imagine this: what if we consciously chose to release those burdens? What if we decided, with intention, to approach today as a blank canvas, brimming with possibility and hope? To embrace this fresh start, we must shift our focus. Gratitude becomes the lens through which we see the world anew. Faith becomes the anchor that steadies our hearts in the face of uncertainty. Hope becomes the fuel that propels us forward, even when the road seems unclear. As we embark on this journey of renewal, let us recognize that each day is not just another 24 hours, it's a sacred opportunity. It's an invitation to love more deeply, to forgive more freely, and to live more fully. Let us step into today with hearts wide open, seeing it not as a continuation of yesterday's struggles, but as a gift from God, overflowing with His mercy and grace. This is the promise of a new dawn, a chance to rediscover the profound joy of simply being alive. So, let us accept it, let us cherish it, and let us make it count. The morning arrives quietly, draping the world in soft light as the sun peeks through your curtains. Outside, birds sing the gentle melody, a symphony of renewal and hope. You take a deep breath, filling your lungs with the crisp promise of a new day. And yet, what is the first thought that crosses your mind? For many, it's a flood of tasks, worries, and the lingering echoes of yesterday's troubles. But what if, instead, your first act was one of gratitude? What if, before your feet touched the floor, you paused to acknowledge the gift of this moment? Imagine whispering a simple, heartfelt prayer. "Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for waking me up, for the breath in my lungs, and for the possibilities ahead. I choose to live this day with love, faith, and kindness." This small act has the power to transform your perspective. It shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant. It replaces the anxiety of unfinished tasks with the peace of trusting in God's plan. Psalm chapter 118:24 beautifully reminds us, "This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." These words are an invitation, a call to see each day not as an obligation, but as a divine blessing. By beginning your day with gratitude, you plant the seeds of positivity and purpose. This habit doesn't erase challenges, but it prepares your heart to face them with grace. It sets the tone for a day not ruled by circumstance, but guided by faith and joy. So, as the sun rises, let gratitude rise within you, lifting your spirit and illuminating the path ahead. Have you ever stared at a chalkboard cluttered with the faint scribbles of yesterday's lessons? The remnants of past markings make it nearly impossible to write something new with clarity. This is how life feels when we carry the baggage of yesterday into the fresh canvas of today. Harsh words that linger in our minds, plans that fell apart, or hopes left unfulfilled, they all cloud our hearts and obscure the beauty of a new beginning. But God, in His infinite wisdom and love, offers us a powerful reminder in Lamentations chapter 3:22-23. "The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases, His mercies never come to an end, they are new every morning, great is your faithfulness." Imagine this: every morning, as the sun rises, God extends to you a fresh outpouring of His mercy, untainted and abundant, like the dew gently resting on the earth. It's not a renewal of yesterday's mercy, it's an entirely new gift, uniquely crafted for the day ahead. What does this mean for you? It's an invitation to let go, to forgive the harsh words you've heard or spoken, to release the plans that didn't unfold as you hoped, to lay down the weight of regret and disappointment, trusting that God's mercy is more than enough to fill the void. Moving forward with a heart unburdened requires trust, not in your own strength, but in God's faithfulness. It's a daily act of surrender, an acknowledgement that His plans are greater than your struggles. So wipe the slate clean. Not with reluctance, but with the joyful anticipation of what God can do through you today. Step into the new morning with an open heart, free of yesterday's residue, ready to embrace the grace and mercies that await. For in God's renewal, there is always hope, always healing, always a chance to begin again. Every day is a tapestry woven with countless human connections. From fleeting exchanges with strangers to deep moments with loved ones, each interaction carries the potential to leave an imprint, positive or negative, on someone's heart. What if you chose to make every encounter purposeful? What if, instead of rushing through the day, you embraced kindness as your mission? Imagine stepping into the world with intentionality, viewing each person you meet as an opportunity to extend love, grace, and encouragement. Before leaving your home, pause for a heartfelt prayer. Lord, guide me today. Help me to treat everyone with love, respect, and compassion. Let my actions reflect your light, that others may feel your presence through me. This prayer isn't just a ritual, it's a declaration of purpose. It's a commitment to live in a way that mirrors God's love. Kindness isn't always about grand gestures. It's found in the small, deliberate acts, a warm smile, a genuine compliment, a listening ear, or an encouraging word. It's choosing to forgive when offense arises, to let go of bitterness before it takes root. When someone frustrates you, remember the grace God extends to you daily and offer them the same. C.S. Lewis beautifully captures this mindset. Don't shine so others can see you. Shine so that through you, others can see Him. Your kindness becomes a reflection of Christ's love, a beacon of hope in a world that desperately needs it. And as you focus on being a blessing to others, you'll find your own heart uplifted, your spirit renewed. So, go forth with purpose. Make kindness your mission, not out of obligation, but as a joyful expression of God's love flowing through you. In doing so, you'll not only touch lives but also honor the one who calls you to be His light in the world. Life is a journey fraught with challenges that often feel overwhelming. The mounting bills, health struggles, and strained relationships can weigh heavy on your spirit, threatening to overshadow your joy. But amid the storm, there's a profound truth that can anchor you. Hope is not dependent on your circumstances. It's a choice you make, rooted in God's unchanging promises. Psalm chapter 119, 147 offers a glimpse into the heart of this hope. I rise before dawn and cry for help. I have put my hope in your word. These words remind us that hope isn't passive, it's an active decision to trust in God's faithfulness. It's waking up each morning and choosing to place your faith not in fleeting solutions, but in the eternal Word of God. This kind of hope shifts your focus from the weight of your problems to the possibilities that lie in God's power. When David faced Goliath, he didn't see an insurmountable obstacle. He saw an opportunity for God's glory to be revealed. With faith as his weapon and trust in God's strength, he conquered what seemed impossible. Your challenges, your Goliaths, may appear daunting, but they are no match for the God who goes before you. Each obstacle you encounter is a chance to draw closer to Him, to develop perseverance, and to witness His unwavering faithfulness. James chapter 1, 2-3 reminds us, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let this truth guide you. Instead of letting life's challenges diminish your spirit, choose to rise with hope. Face each day with the confidence that you are not alone. God is with you, fighting your battles and turning your trials into triumphs. Work often feels like a chore, early alarms, relentless deadlines, endless meetings. It's tempting to view it as a burden, something we endure rather than embrace. But what if a simple shift in perspective could transform your entire experience? What if, instead of saying, "I have to go to work," you declared, "I get to go to work"? This subtle change rewires your mindset, turning obligation into privilege. Gratitude has the power to reshape your day, infusing mundane tasks with purpose and even joy. When you focus on what you get to do, contribute to a team, provide for your family, use your God-given talents, you start to see your work as a blessing rather than a burden. Gratitude doesn't just transform your outlook, it multiplies your blessings. When you begin to thank God for what you have, you'll discover even more reasons to be grateful. Suddenly, the job you once dreaded becomes an avenue for growth, a source of provision, and a way to glorify God. C.S. Lewis's words ring true. When we lose one blessing, another is often most unexpectedly given in its place. Perhaps the frustration you feel at work is the fertile soil where God is planting new opportunities. Perhaps the monotony is preparing you for a future where your perseverance will bear fruit. By leaning into gratitude, you unlock the ability to see these hidden blessings. The Apostle Paul reminds us in Colossians chapter 3:23. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. When you approach work as an act of worship, every task, no matter how small, becomes meaningful. So, the next time you head to your job, carry gratitude in your heart. Let it transform your attitude, elevate your efforts, and draw you closer to the God who provides for every need. Actions speak louder than words, a truth that resonates deeply in our journey of faith. While words can inspire, it is our consistent, Christ-like actions that leave a lasting impact. Saint Francis of Assisi's wisdom, preach the gospel at all times. When necessary, use words, reminds us that the most powerful sermons are lived, not spoken. When your life reflects Christ's love, people notice. Your kindness in the face of rudeness, patience during moments of frustration, and joy even amidst trials create a testimony far more compelling than any speech. These actions prompt others to ask, what makes them different? And in that curiosity lies the opportunity to point them to the one who transforms lives. Consider how Jesus led by example. He didn't merely preach about love, he embodied it. He reached out to the marginalized, washed the feet of his disciples, and forgave those who sought to harm him. His actions consistently revealed the heart of God, drawing others into a deeper understanding of his message. Living your faith through actions means being intentional in how you interact with others. A simple smile, a helping hand, or a listening ear can speak volumes about the love of Christ. When someone wrongs you, respond with forgiveness and grace. When challenges arise, face them with hope and unwavering faith. As Matthew chapter 5:16 encourages, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. You don't need a platform or a pulpit to share the gospel. Your life is the message. Through your actions, you can show that faith is not just something you talk about on Sunday, but a guiding force in every moment of your life. Let your attitude and behavior preach the good news, illuminating the world with God's love and drawing others closer to Him. Life moves swiftly, like a river rushing to meet the ocean. The days we once thought stretched endlessly ahead soon blend into weeks, months, and years. Before we know it, seasons of our lives have passed. Yet, how often do we postpone joy, waiting for the perfect moment, only to find it slipping through our fingers? The truth is, perfection is a mirage, and waiting for it only delays the fullness of life God intends for us. James chapter 4:14 reminds us of the fragility of life. You do not know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? You are a mist that appears for a little time and then vanishes. This verse isn't meant to instill fear, but urgency. It's a call to live fully, embracing each day as the precious gift it is. Don't let fear of the unknown, regret from the past, or the pursuit of future perfection rob you of the beauty present in this very moment. This is the day the Lord has made, declares Psalm chapter 118:24. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Today, not tomorrow, is the time to choose faith over fear. Trust that God is with you, guiding your steps even when the path ahead is unclear. Let love be your compass, replacing indifference with intentional acts of kindness and connection. And in the face of despair, anchor your soul in hope, the hope that God's mercies are new every morning, that He works all things together for your good. Living with purpose doesn't mean you must accomplish grand feats. It means cherishing the ordinary moments, finding gratitude in the mundane, and seeing every interaction as an opportunity to reflect God's love. Embrace today, not as a continuation of yesterday or preparation for tomorrow, but as a sacred moment crafted by God, filled with possibilities and His presence. As the day draws to a close and the world quiets, take a moment to pause and look inward. Ask yourself, did I live this day as God intended? Did you show kindness to the people you encountered, even when it was difficult? Did you take a moment to be grateful for the blessings, big and small, that filled your day? Did you trust in God's plan, even when uncertainty loomed? If your answer is no to any of these, don't let regret weigh you down. Instead, offer it to God in prayer. Father, I know I fell short today, but thank you for your grace. Help me to do better tomorrow. His mercies are new every morning, as Lamentations chapter 3, 22-23 assures us. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end, they are new every morning, great is your faithfulness. Tomorrow is not a continuation of today's failures but a fresh opportunity. With the rising sun comes a new chapter, unwritten and unspoiled. Let this bring you hope and motivation to step into the day with a renewed heart. As the dawn breaks, put on a fresh attitude. Choose to see the beauty around you, the vibrant colors of the sunrise, the laughter of a loved one, the small but profound moments of grace in your life. Embrace the challenges, not as obstacles, but as opportunities to grow in faith and perseverance. Walk into the day with confidence, knowing that God is with you, guiding your steps and filling your path with purpose. For today, and every day, is a gift, a precious reminder of God's love and faithfulness. Cherish it, live it fully, and let your life be a testament to the hope, joy, and peace that come from walking with Him.